Hello out there in TV land. Those of you who are
Right.
bored to death and staring at the screen. And we haven't been up much. And Avon took a break. And so we took a break and stuff. But we did get a viewer who kind of wrote into us and interesting subject that he has. He's 47 years old, considers himself an old guy. He's just entering the old guy market probably about the same time that Ted and I entered the snowboard market overall.
Yeah.
Would you say that's pretty true, Ted?
Yeah, that's about the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ted, I think, started at like 48 or something like that. I jumped into the snowboard market around 50. So age is irrelevant. Now here's his story. He's a skier who went back to skiing recently. He had injured his knee previously and had done something to his neck. Didn't say how.
Oof.
Currently
Okay.
skiing, but not really enjoying skiing and thinking, wow, maybe boarding is the way to go. So here's a plan for this guy. So, Ted, maybe tell him about your introduction at age 50 or 49, 48, why you went to boarding over skis as briefly as we can.
Okay. My wife wouldn't let me buy a sports car, and then uh, so uh, it's doable. It's totally doable. I would recommend uh, rolling around in the yard in the summer with clothes on to just get used to the idea of being on the ground, standing up, doing that, and just uh, get a good lesson, get some good lessons with some instructors that are worried about your well-being. Um, be prepared to, uh, yeah, right. You're not going to be anywhere near as good at snowboarding as you were at skiing right away, um, and have patience.
Okay, but did that actually answer the question of why you switched over to boarding?
I switched over because it looked cool,
All right, so that's a quick answer from Ted
and
LaCour.
I couldn't ski. And
Yeah,
I couldn't ski anymore.
I switched over to boarding because I've been skiing for a number of years, and powder just escaped me. Being able to
And,
ride powder,
that too, yeah.
both Ted and I came from the East Coast. Powder would have been a powder day, would have come up to the first buckle on our ski boot. Okay, so you're talking 3 to 5 inches powder, whoopee. When I realized what powder was and moved out west here, I went, whoa, it's a foot deep, it's 2 feet deep, it's 3 feet deep. This is a different world. I tried it on the skis and I fumbled and stumbled. It was overwhelming to me. And of course, the conditions of powder being wet powder, heavy powder, dry powder varied so much that that caused some problem. But his next question was, how about injuries? So I'll just tell you real quick. Injuries to a skier are usually lower extremity, could be the ACL, the MCL, the meniscus, could be a broken tib, fib, femur, whatever. They're usually lower body due to the twisting actions of the fall, independent action by the skis and the snow interaction, which causes quite a twisted position and no binding release. Okay,
Right. It was
so
big,
that's
big
that.
here.
So, Ted, give us a quick overview of what you feel snowboard injuries are.
Uh, the the lateral. Okay, real quick on the skis. If you're looking at knees, you're going lateral, and on your no, you don't want to go there. Okay. All right.
Injuries on a snowboard.
The
Where
other
are we
the
trying to
other injuries the other injuries on the snowboard are snowboarders break fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Uh, what else do we break? Uh,
collarbones?
collarbones, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and equal opportunity to break your neck.
So we would say that we've moved from the lower extremity to the upper. Would we agree
Yeah,
on that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So what are we going to do to prevent some of that stuff, which you've already said in the beginning, would be to go ahead and take those lessons,
yeah.
start on flat ground, start slow. Don't think you're going to put a board on and pick up where you are on your skis currently. So your process is going to be something that's going to be age developed. So at 47, we don't know whether you're athletic, non-athletic, whether you're a book learner, whether you're an actual kinesthetic learner who
Right,
learns
right.
through trial and error. We don't know how you're going to go about this, but we recommend that you go about it slowly and carefully.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
those are key
and the
words.
cheapest way would be to do what? Buy a what?
Well, you'd buy your own equipment, and
Before that.
what do you have to? Oh, buy a lesson. You
Yeah,
know.
but what kind? A beginner 1, 2, 3
Oh,
package.
okay. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. Again, specific idea, not I. But
Yeah,
get a lesson. Get a lesson and get your equipment right.
right. And what will you suffer with that low end equipment in the learning equation?
What will you suffer? All kinds of no help. Um, loose boots, things that just aren't working the way they ought to work when you try to get into it. But you'll
So
get a basic idea.
we'll sum that up by saying you're using very low end equipment with very little performance capabilities, but it is where we start. Kind of like ice skating. You started with a 4-blade runner strapped to your
Yeah,
rubber shoe your mother gave you, and eventually you tipped up on one that ran down the center of the foot and you were an ice skater, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So, we start with training wheels, we move away from the training wheels. You decide to get into boarding, you're going to have to decide if you want a board that performs to your athletic ability, to your future endeavors or whatever. But recommend that you would start with something that was shorter in length, that is appropriate for your body length, your physical activity, and the type of person you are, and where you figure you're going. Overall, boarding offers me much more freedom on the hill. I'm not tired at the end of the day. And at 75 going 76, I can still get in the car smiling and laughing about the whole day. On
yeah.
skis, on skis, my thighs were fried at the end of the day, absolutely fried. So you
Huh?
want to add anything to that?
Uh, no, no. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's the reason you're getting out in the snow is to enjoy it, and enjoy it. I mean, you don't want to go out and beat yourself up to enjoy it, and you don't want to hurt yourself. So
Right.
stay reasonable. You're an adult. It's okay. And you don't have you don't have a 14-year-old that's saying, "Yeah, go let's hit this rail."
So
You know?
Ted can sum it up for you by a phrase that he said to me: "Have fun, manage the damage."
Yeah, it's my daily mantra.
Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much it from our side out here. I hope you guys will enjoy this. We have another one coming up, which will be age specific that I was asked to do, and I'll talk about my journey in snowboarding from age 50 to age 75.
I
So,
just want to go back to what I started with on that, and I said, truly, go out in your backyard, put some clothes on, put some snowboard boots on, screw around with the board with it's wrapped on you, roll around on the ground. Just you're not going to slide, the board's not taking off without you. So roll around, get used to the idea, and see what you think.
it's also not coming off your feet.
No, it isn't going anywhere.
So, so with that in mind, everybody out there, we'll sign out. Hope you guys will hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and continue to follow us through this pandemic that we're going through. Hopefully, everybody out there is staying home, staying safe. We'll see what happens next. I don't know if there's any previews of coming attractions, but keep watching what's going on and don't be scared to live your life also. All right, later from this side.
All right,
We're
cheers.
out.